Please rise for our national anthem. Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Joy Lewis, the Dean of Academic Affairs, and I will serve as your Master of Ceremonies today. I now call to order on this, the 21st day of March, 2024, the 72nd graduation of Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus. First, I would like to welcome the families and loved ones of those participating in today's convocation. What you will be witnessing today is the final step of a long journey for each of these soon-to-be doctors. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. William Sherrier, President of Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. Good afternoon. I would like to formally welcome you all to today's commencement ceremony. I'm honored to share in the excitement of this memorable occasion, and I would like to pass along my personal congratulations and best wishes to the members of the 72nd graduating class of Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus. We would like to acknowledge those present today who have served our country. Those graduating today are recognized with red, white, and blue cords. Would all the veterans or active duty military in attendance, whether you are a graduate, family, or friend, please stand for recognition as we thank you for your service. I know we are here today to acknowledge the achievements of our 72nd graduating class. However, before we proceed, let us pause to recognize another group of achievers who are equally deserving of praise and recognition for a job well done. The faculty at Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus is praiseworthy for many reasons. Their responsibility is to present the highest learning experience possible to future doctors of chiropractic. Our faculty fulfills their mission well, with distinction and dedication. Faculty members at Palmer College rank among the leaders in chiropractic education for papers published in peer-reviewed journals, as well as presentations at prestigious healthcare conferences. They, as individuals, enrich our profession, and by doing so, collectively advance healthcare throughout the world. Would the faculty please rise? Thank you. During their years at Palmer's Florida campus, our graduates have distinguished themselves in both their academic endeavors and in their extracurricular contributions to the college. Without the loving support of their families, these achievements could not have been possible. Will the families of our graduates in attendance please stand? Today, the men and women seated in front of me will join the prestigious ranks of Palmer alumni. Palmer College graduates account for more than 1/3 of the practicing chiropractors in the world. They are the reason the Palmer name has been synonymous with the highest standards of quality of patient care in chiropractic for more than 125 years. We would like to recognize the alumni of Palmer College. Will the Palmer alumni in the room please stand? Dr. Jeff Krabbe is a professor at Palmer College of Chiropractic, Florida. His primary teaching responsibilities include foundations of nutrition, clinical nutrition, and evidence-based clinical practice. He received his bachelor's in nutritional science and dietetics from the University of Nebraska, a master's degree in nutrition from the University of Bridgeport, and a master's of public health from Purdue University, and his doctor of chiropractic from Palmer College. Dr. Krabbe is a diplomate of the American Clinical Board of Nutrition, a fellow of the American College of Nutrition, a licensed dietitian/nutritionist in the state of Florida, a certified sports nutritionist of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, and a certified strength and conditioning specialist. He serves as the Director of Research for the Council on Nutrition for the American Chiropractic Association. He is the founding editor-in-chief of the Journal of Nutritional Foundations and associate editor of the Journal of Nutritional Perspectives and the Journal of the International Academy of Neuromusculoskeletal Medicine, and part of the editorial board of the Journal of the International Academy of Chiropractic Neurology. Please welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. Jeff Krabbe.
How you doing? Well, there are so many new and interesting faces here today at graduation. I guess that's what happens when attendance is mandatory, huh? So if I haven't seen you before, hello. Nice to see you again. So a couple things I want to get off my plate because I'll never see you again. So, for future reference, my last name is spelled Krabbe, Krabbe, not Crabby. Yeah, that's right. A few students in your class misspelled my last name repeatedly in emails. I often wondered if it was their way to communicate their contempt with plausible deniability. So, when I was honored as a selected speaker for your graduation, I recognized it was a tremendous responsibility. Or so I thought, until I cast my mind back to my own graduation. The speaker that day was the distinguished, well, I don't exactly remember. Reflecting on that speech has helped me enormously in writing this one, because it turns out that I can't remember a single word that was said. This liberating discovery enables me to proceed without any fear that I might inadvertently influence you to abandon your promising career in chiropractic. So, what can I tell you? Well, if you pick me to speak, you know this won't be a Hallmark card. It will be laced with wit and satire, but make no mistake, there is a meaning and a message behind everything I'm about to tell you. So my first and my only request, please don't make the world worse. I'm supposed to motivate you and tell you to aspire to great things, but I am going to tremendously lower the bar here. Just don't use your talents to mess things up. Too many smart people are doing that already. You are smart and motivated and creative. Everyone will tell you that you can change the world. They are right. But just remember that changing the world also can include things like unethical business practices, skirting financial regulations, and selling unhealthy foods to increasingly obese children. I'm not asking you to cure cancer, I'm just asking you not to spread it. Some advice, that one fell flat. Some of your worst days still lie ahead of you. When you finally graduate, about 30 minutes from now, or whenever I get done with this, it will be a wonderful day. But my job is to tell you that if you're going to do anything worthwhile, you will face periods of self-doubt and failure. Be prepared to work through them. I'll spare you my personal details. Well, actually, no, I won't. Let me tell you a little story about me after I graduated. So I graduated from Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport. I moved to Nebraska, don't ask why. Wife had a full ride to Creighton Law School. We had 2 kids, and the first day of work, I was approached by the FBI as I exited my car and started walking towards the clinic. It seems the doctor I was going to associate with was being investigated for a number of unethical things. Not so hot. The next associateship that followed had the doctor not paying me after the 5th month there. Never paid me again. It was a problem with the payroll management company, he said. Took him to court and won. Then he fired me the same day I was served with divorce papers. Extra fun part, ex-wife was a divorce attorney. There are a few things more liberating in this life than having your worst fears realized. That was my first few years out of school. Things got better, much, much better after that, but it was a rough start to say the least. So when you're starting things off, if you're having a bad day, remember this. Things can only get better, right? My last piece of advice. They say you will want to maintain a professional distance from your patients. I completely disagree. My prescription for you as doctors is professional closeness. As we know, white coats are symbols of healing for healthcare professionals and help build trust in the doctor-patient relationship. But those who suffer need you to be something more than a doctor. They need you to be a healer. And to become a healer, you must do something even more difficult than putting your white coat on. You must take your white coat off. You can be a doctor and be the real you. Do what is right for your patients. You may stray from evidence-based guidelines because sometimes what a patient will truly need has no ICD or CPT codes. So, really look at your patients. Listen to them. Learn about them and from them. Instead of asking, "What's the matter with you?" ask, "What matters to you?" I learned this from my grandmother. Interesting story. She worked for Illinois Bell, which was a phone company, as a switchboard operator. Most of you can't even probably imagine a time when that was actually a thing. Believe it or not, she and all of her coworkers went to chiropractors. Okay, this is a long time ago. However, she never told a soul. It was not until after I started chiropractic school and after my many family members passed that she chose to reveal this to me. She went to a chiropractor for almost 60 years. I asked if she still went, and she said she stopped going. I asked her why. Well, she said she went to the doctor, and he adjusted her. He did therapies, he did the thumper, and he always talked to her for a long time, and the appointment usually lasted around 30 minutes. He retired, and his son took over. He adjusted her, did the thumper, but just talked for a few minutes. Her appointments probably went down to maybe 15 minutes. She was not happy with this change, but she kept going. Then, the 3rd generation of doctors of this clinic took over the practice. They only adjusted her, they didn't do anything else, and her appointments were reduced to only 5 minutes. When that occurred, she quit going to the chiropractor. Ultimately, quality of care for my grandmother was measured through time spent. So why did she stop going to the chiropractor? She simply stated she enjoyed spending time talking, and to her, part of her therapy was the human aspect of care. This is what mattered the most to my grandmother, who lived by herself, and her entire family lived thousands of miles away. This age group also equates quality of care to time spent more than any other generation. Know your demographic, know what matters to your patients. Sometimes the key to unlocking their pain lies not in the treatment, but in a simple conversation. As you continue to grow and learn as doctors, you will confront situations that force you to assess and diagnose the world in terms that simply aren't black and white, right or wrong. You must therefore strive to find beauty and meaning in the gray areas and revel in the nuances and complexities that make chiropractic not just a science, but also an art. It is rarely that simple, but simple is not what you signed up for. In chiropractic school, they taught you to think like doctors, but I also hope you never forget how to think and feel like human beings. Because for all of its rigorous standards and exacting procedures, The practice of chiropractic is a deeply personal and human endeavor. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Krabbe. Now, in recognition of our students' dedication to the philosophy, science, and art of chiropractic, as Dr. Krabbe referenced, Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus will present the following class honor awards. First, we continue the tradition of recognizing the exemplary achievements of those students who have excelled throughout the course of their educational experience here at Palmer College's Florida campus and graduate today with academic honors. We begin this phase of the program with the presentation of awards to the co-valedictorians and salutatorian of today's graduating class. The co-valedictorians for Class 241 are Kevin Ross and Taylor Sadowski. Please join me at the podium. Our salutatorian for Class 241 is Jillian Cora. These students have demonstrated the scholastic and clinical proficiency in which our administration and faculty take great pride. Congratulations again to Kevin, Taylor, and Jillian. Dr. William Sherrier, the campus president, will now present the Virgil V. Strang Award.
The Virgil V. Strang Philosophy Award is named for a 1951 Palmer graduate and the 7th president of Palmer College of Chiropractic. Dr. Strang was a chiropractic philosopher, anatomist, teacher, humanitarian, and practitioner who exemplified the philosophy, commitment, passion, logic, and reasoning of the practice of chiropractic. Recipients are nominated by their peers in the graduating class as well as faculty members and selected by a faculty committee. The Virgil V. Strang Philosophy Award recipient for Class 241 is Jenna Fairchild.
Thank you so much. Where's the camera?
Dr. Michelle Gingras, Associate Dean of Clinics, will now present the Clinical Excellence Award.
The Clinical Excellence Award is presented to a graduating doctor who has demonstrated excellence in clinical knowledge and skills, quality patient care, service to patients, leadership, and dedication to the profession. The Clinical Excellence Award recipient for Class 241 is Kevin Ross. Kevin, please join me. Jason Brewer, Dean of Students, will now present the James Burkle Memorial Award.
This award is named for the late James Burkle in honor of the impact he made on the Palmer community. The James Burkle Memorial Award is presented to a graduating doctor who most exemplifies the virtues of compassion, strong leadership, commitment to service, and passion for the chiropractic profession. The recipient of the James Burkle Memorial Award for Class 241 is Tyra Trapp. Dr. Lewis, Dean of Academics, will now present the Academic Excellence Award.
As an example of the dedication and commitment that defines the students at Palmer College, we would like to recognize those who have earned the Academic Excellence Award. This honor is awarded by virtue of having made the Dean's List during each of their first 12 quarters of study. The sacrifice, desire, and hard work that these recipients have invested during their time here at Palmer Florida's campus are qualities that will no doubt characterize their careers as doctors of chiropractic. As I read your name, please stand for recognition. Our Academic Excellence Awards recipients are Alexa Rose Caron, Jillian Marie Cora, Jenna Cherie Eason, Casey Griggs, Jonathan Hahn, Jordan Danielle Newton, Kevin Andrew Ross, Taylor Jonathan Sadowski, Ellis Michael Zampini. Congratulations on a job well done. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to acknowledge once again the valedictorians of Class 241. Please welcome to the stage Kevin Ross.
So first of all, thank you for, let me take this, does this come off? No, a little short, I'll come under. All right. First of all, thank you to everyone for coming out today, and it's really an honor, especially Taylor. It's an honor to share this with someone as hardworking and dedicated as you are, and as intelligent. Years ago, my Aunt Jen showed me a speech that forever changed my outlook on life, and I'm happy that I have the opportunity to share those ideals with you today. It started with the shortest story with the deepest meaning. There are these two young fish swimming along, and they happen to meet an older fish swimming the other way, who nods at them and says, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" The two fish swim on for a bit, and then eventually one of them looks over at the other and goes, "What the hell is water?" As simple of a story that is, it shows that we are so ingrained in our day-to-day lives that we never notice all that is around us. Before this, I had an entire speech written, but the point I wanted to get across to you most is to appreciate what you have, all the things that go unnoticed, unseen, or unspoken. If you worship money and things, then you will never have enough. Worship your body and beauty, and you will always feel ugly. Worship your intelligence, and you will always feel dumb. Embrace the journey and keep your focus on the path ahead. Shift your perspective, cherish what you have, and never overlook its significance. As stated before, I had an entire speech written until last night when I was standing around dunes with a bunch of my classmates, and I realized this speech would be nothing if I didn't dedicate it to the people that really made this class great. Because if I just went on and on about significance of perspective, by your third drink tonight, you're gonna forget it completely. We all took different paths to get here. We had different reasons for entering this profession, some more clear and direct than others. But sometimes it's not about what you think is meant for you or what you're supposed to be. It's about the things you do, the people you meet, and the events you encounter along the way. Sorry, I need to find my place again here. Okay, so how do we measure our time here at Palmer? In months, in years, in quarters, nights in Orlando, nights on Seabreeze. We've been through so much with each other: excitement, sorrow, happiness, love, heartbreak. Will, Emmanuel, and Kevin Kern became fathers during our time here. Sammy also had another beautiful child. Chris, Sophia, Kevin Kern, Kat, Kayla, Taha, and Andrew all got married. People in our own quarter became groomsmen and bridesmaids for each other during our time here. Liz, Kevin S., Russell, Margie, and many others started an entire new career, something that can be so scary to do, but here they are sitting in these seats after succeeding in their commitment and dedication. Esther and I got our first adjustment on each other, and we were jumping up and down when we heard our first cavitation, I'm pretty sure you weren't supposed to be thrusting in quarter two adjusting class, but I think I can say that now. It's just pretty incredible to think of where we are now. Of course, these are all good things, but some of us have experienced loss and sadness also, and even in those times, we became each other's shoulders to cry on. I, just like many others, have gained lifelong friends over my time at Palmer. Never underestimate the power of support and companionship, which is what brought you all here today. Support from the ones we love is all we can ask for in life, because in the end, all we have is each other. One day, we are just a bunch of people walking into a classroom together, and the rest is history. In all, I ask you not to measure your moments in seconds, minutes, hours, or days, but to emphasize life and the moments that change it. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next valedictorian, Taylor Sadowski.
All right, thank you, everyone. I'm going to try and follow up Kevin's amazing speech there. So, my fellow peers and classmates, what a long way we have come. It's funny how it seems like it has been a whole lifetime, and yet just yesterday, when we think about when we first started here. I'm sure we can all still remember first quarter, taking classes like spinal anatomy, and wondering what the future would hold. The uncertainty of starting classes during COVID, watching online classes together, and attending labs in person. Fast forward to the transition into clinic, putting our diagnosing and adjusting skills to the test, and treating our first outpatients. What a blur it has all been. All the nights, and just right before, studying for exams, OSCEs, and boards, the stress leading up to all of those events over and over again over the course of 3 years has finally led to this moment. The moment where we transition from being students of chiropractic to doctors of chiropractic. But the hard work has just yet begun. Now we must take our knowledge and skills and provide our communities with chiropractic care. We must make sure that we never lose sight of the impact we will have on our local communities and the health benefits we can bring them, and how vital we are to the people that surround us. We should look back at the path our previous doctors have paved for us, the sacrifices made along the way, along with all the effort and dedication our professors and clinic mentors have put into teaching us so that we can utilize our education to the best of our ability. We must never forget to put the patient first, to prioritize their health and well-being above everything else. Let us not forget that we must also push our profession even further with more evidence-backed research to help further educate the world on the purpose of chiropractic care. Chiropractic is an amazing profession where we can utilize the holistic approach for every person to treat and address them as a whole and help them lead their best lives in the process. Remember that we are practicing chiropractic care with an emphasis on the word practice. This word is used for a reason throughout healthcare professions. There will be more lessons for us to learn with things that will never be able to be taught in the classroom. We will make mistakes, and there will be moments of doubt, but we should never lose sight that this is the best way to learn and that it is necessary. No one ever became an expert in their craft overnight and only became masters after years of practice and learning from their mistakes along the way. What a journey this has been, and how excited I am for all of us to embark on a new chapter in our lives. The best is yet to come, and I am so honored to be graduating alongside this amazing class, and I'm proud to call you my fellow colleagues. The future of the chiropractic profession has already grown so much with just this class alone. These were some of the greatest years of my life, and I have made friends and memories that I will carry forever. Congratulations to my fellow doctors of chiropractic.
Thank you, Kevin and Taylor. Dr. Sherrier, at this time I present for conferral of the Doctor of Chiropractic degree, the 72nd graduating class of Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus. Will the candidates please present themselves?
On the recommendation of the Deans, Faculty, and Academic Standing Committee, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Palmer College of Chiropractic and the State of Florida, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic and all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining therein. Dr. Phil Afghani will read the names of Class 241 graduates. The hoods will be turned by Dr. Abigail Gonsalves.
Syed Taha Ain, magna cum laude. Catherine Danielle Arnold. Arsani Atia. Kendall Blake Bloomer, magna cum laude. Jorge Isaac Cardona. Alexa Rose Karen, summa cum laude. Chung Hui Tung. Samantha Eve Chenkin. Jillian Marie Cora, summa cum laude. Caitlin Paige Courtney, cum laude. Dylan Edward Cruz Del Valle, cum laude. Tyler J. DiGiovanni, cum laude. Cameron Anthony Di Maria. Jennifer Drotar. Samantha Nicole Duckett. Jenna Cherie Eason, magna cum laude. Ryan Patrick Earhart. Garrett George Eldridge. Jenna J. Fairchild. Christian Furpy Mendez. Gavin David Gardner. Emmanuel Ishmael Garvin. Moira Delmar Gonzalez. Michael Casey Griggs, magna cum laude. Alan David Gutierrez, cum laude. Jonathan Thomas Hahn, summa cum laude. William Otto Herscher, cum laude. Camilla Lorena Irizarry Porata. Andrew David Jepson, cum laude, presented by his wife, Dr. Megan Jepson. Matthew Seth Justice. Kevin Michael Kern. Esther Thambi Kituku. Ashley Latchman. Kayla Lewis. Jacob Jeffrey McBride, cum laude. Christopher Joseph McCartney, cum laude. Margaret Ann Melia. Michelle S. Montcourt Paz. Alexander Ryan Mudd. Michael Nartaditz. Andres Oscar Nazario. Jordan Danielle Newton, summa cum laude. Adrian Jose Perez Rodriguez. Triet Min Pham. Wesley Ivan Pfeiffer. Kiera Nicole Richardson. Sofia Rivera Bonetta. Christian Rosario Rodriguez, presented by his mother, Maiva Rodriguez. Kevin Andrew Ross, summa cum laude. Patrick Anthony Russell, Jr. Taylor Jonathan Sadowski, summa cum laude. Russell Daniels Scarrett. Charlene Rochelle Sejo Berrios. Dominic John Spalletta. Matthew Joseph Steenbeck. Christopher Dale Stevenson. Kevin Andrew Surzan, Sr., magna cum laude. Angelica Elizabeth Terrell. Tyra Denise Trapp, cum laude. Kasem Che Jimenez. Genesis Marie Valentin Suarez, cum laude. Christian Matthew Wilson. Elizabeth Ann Wise, magna cum laude. Sydney Ann Witter. Ellis Michael Zampini, magna cum laude.
They allow me to say a couple words off script, so be afraid. Graduates, you are about to join a profession dedicated to the health and well-being of others. I can't imagine anything else that you could possibly do. Like, what is there better, right? You will have a significant impact on the patients you care for and the communities that you'll serve. So every day when you go into the office, think of that, the significant impact you will have on the lives of other people. What a noble profession, right? So great. Best wishes on a rewarding and successful career. In accordance with the chiropractic principles of the science, art, and philosophy of chiropractic, and in consequence of your dedication to the restoration of the sick to health, please rise, students, please rise and face the audience for the recitation of the chiropractic oath. Families and guests, please hold your applause during the oath, please. Thank you. I,
Catherine Arnold.
Arsene Atia.
Blake Bloomer.
Alexa Karen.
Samantha Chapin.
Jillian Cora. Caitlin Corky.
Dylan Crew. Tyler DiGiovanni. Cameron DiMaria.
Jen Gerhard. Samantha Duckin. Jenna Eason.
Ryan Earhart. Jared Eldridge.
Jenna Fairchild.
Cristian Pedro Pimenez. Gavin Gardner. Emmanuel Garland.
Moira Gonzalez.
Casey Chris. Alan Gutierrez. Jonathan Hahn. William Hersher.
Camila Irizarry Porrata.
Andrew Jepson. Matthew Justice. Kevin Byrne.
Esther Katuku. Ashley Lashman. Caleb Lewis.
Jacob Bride. Chris McCartney.
Margaret Melia. Michelle McCourt.
Alex Mudd. Michael Mercado. Andres Nazario Figueroa.
Jordan Newton.
Adrian Perez Rodriguez. Tim Pham. Leslie Piper.
Kiera. Sofia Rivera Boneta.
Christian Rosario Rodriguez. Kevin Ross. Patrick Russell Jr. Taylor Sadowski. Russell Sparrow.
Charlene Rochelli Seijo Berrios.
Dominic Spoletta. Matthew Stevenson. Christopher Stevenson. Kevin Surza.
Angelica Terrell. Tyra Trapp.
Hassan Che Jimenez.
Genesis Valentin Suarez.
Christian Wilson.
Elizabeth Watts. Sydney Witter.
Ellison Healy.
promise and swear to keep to the best of my ability and judgment, You did well with that one, thank you. The following oath. I will adhere to the code of ethics espoused by the chiropractic profession. I will observe and practice professional conduct in my relations with patients, my colleagues, myself, and my profession. I will seek to preserve the integrity of my profession and help it to grow in service to the benefit of all humanity. I will serve my patients to the best of my ability, not violating neither their confidence nor their dignity, and in my association with these patients, I shall not violate that which is moral and right. I will provide regimen for the good of my patients according to my ability and my judgment. I will regard and refer to my fellow doctors with honor and dignity, giving credit for their dedication and commitment to the profession. I will continue to improve my knowledge and skill and be sincere in my resolution to justify the responsibility which this degree symbolizes and imposes. Please be seated. Thank you. Students, please rise. Change tassels. Doctors, be seated.
Congratulations. On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and students at Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus, thank you for attending today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, please remain seated as the new doctors and the faculty exit from the room. I now adjourn the 72nd graduation convocation of Palmer College of Chiropractic's Florida campus. Thank you and congratulations.